What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and welcome to the Rodcast, the Monster Truck Fanatic podcast, which is your ultimate destination for all things monster trucks. Whether you're a diehard Monster Jam fan, a passionate follower of the sport, or just an avid player of the Monster Jam or Monster Truck related video games, this is the podcast for you. Once again, I'm your host, Project Rod, and man, it's been a while. It has been a while. I've actually had to go back on YouTube to see exactly how long it's been. And last time it was episode 17, so this is episode 18. Welcome. It's nice to be back, but that was back on December 4th of 2024, so well over a month, almost 2 months, actually, as this is being recorded on the 2nd. So yeah, lots to talk about. I'm going to try to recap it really quickly and go through a few things as quickly as I can. Don't want to make this too long of an episode, and then going forward, I will get back into the swing of things and go a little bit longer and have some more things, some more guests and all that stuff. Everything's ready, everything's lined up. Just need to, get a few things ready to go. But again, once again, this is episode 18. So good to be back. And it's been such a long time, and there's so much news to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and start off right off the bat with the Showdown Champions League. It has finally started after so many delays and so many things that we've been waiting on, and editing issues and judging issues, all this stuff. We finally started the season, and first stop of Tour Blue is done and in the books. We're going to go ahead and go through the results of that, just in case you missed it. We're going to go through it. If you haven't seen it yet, please feel free to go and check it out, and then come back here. Or if you just want to go ahead and do this first, however you want to do it, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. So, we just finished stop 1 of Tour Blue, and again, it was a great one. Got some great feedback. Just some iffy feedback on certain things, but it's gonna happen. It is what it is, and that's just how it goes in this kind of competition. But right off the bat, we had qualifying as always to start the competition, and seemed like everybody had a pretty good idea of the track, and we're pretty comfortable with the track and kind of the whole swing of things, and not too many mistakes, maybe a few penalties here and there, but nothing too crazy, nothing that nobody couldn't handle. And it was Black Pearl and Steel Titan who was the fastest qualifier in Death Valley with a 19.636. Megalodon and Pelor89 was right behind him with a 20.221. Monster Man Dalmatian and April Summers right behind him with a 20.555. And then right behind April Summers was Son of a Digger and Worst COD Player with a 20.845. So those were your top 4 in qualifying for this competition. And of course, with the way this racing bracket works, it's a 10 truck tour. So Black Pearl getting that bye run all the way to the semifinal round. So literally he has to race twice. Race once in the semifinal round, and then if he wins that, race again in the final round, and then he's good to go if he wins. So a huge benefit to being the fastest qualifier in Tour Blue. And then of course the other 3 being Son of a Digger, Megalodon, and Monster Man Dalmatian. Those 3 get the bye run into round 2, and then everybody else falls within round 1. So again, those were your top 4 fastest qualifiers. And then in the end, of course, a surprise to nobody, Black Pearl and Steel Titan taking the racing win, the first one of the season, with a 19.562 in the championship round against Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily 96. Cecily 96 was actually 9th in qualifying, so had not the best qualifying times here in Death Valley, but overcame it all and made it to the final round against Black Pearl. Unfortunately, did face a penalty in the final round, would have ended up having a 19.771, a 20.771. It's a 3-second penalty, so a 20.771, but even then it wouldn't have been enough, as Black Pearl came out on top with that 19.562. So amazing racing for Black Pearl and Steel Titan. Huge shout out to him, and an amazing effort he put out. So looking forward to what he has in store for stop 2. Let's go ahead and move on to best trick, and we had some great ones. And at the end, it was Megalodon and Pelor89 who was on top with an 8.524, getting those 10 crucial points after, what was he in racing? 3rd? I believe he got 3rd overall in racing, and then 2nd in fastest qualifying. So getting his first win on the season in best trick, and getting those 10 points to help him out a lot. Right behind him was Monster Mutt with 8.401, Little Drift 912 behind the wheel of Monster Mutt. And then Steel Titan in the top 3, Black Pearl 8.356, and then to wrap up the top 4, Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily 96 going a little bit up there after having a poor qualifying and a great racing, kind of, try and stay in there in the middle with a 7.431. So a lot of great attempts, but Megalodon, just had a bicycle around the entire track there, and then just sat it on the rear end and was just using the steering to wave at the crowd and kind of twist and turn the truck all kinds of ways. And it was great overall. Another great one was definitely Black Pearl. And just the combos from the bicycle to the moonwalk and all that stuff. And Monster Mutt surprising us with that double backflip. Just a few key moments from there. From the skill or best trick competition, And then to finally wrap up all the competitions of Stop 1, we had freestyle. A lot of fantastic runs, a lot of great runs, a lot of craziness, a lot of huge air, a lot of saves, a lot of amazing tricks. And it was Angel Garcia and Brutus on top with a 9.515, taking the first freestyle win of the season in Death Valley. Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers was in second, and Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily 96 was in third. Black Pearl, unfortunately, going down to fifth in freestyle with a 9.028, so a fantastic score. However, there was just a few in front of him that had a better score, and luckily for him, that did not kill his chances at becoming the overall event champion, because Megalodon ended up getting 10th in freestyle with an 8.226. Had a great run, still not a bad score, but there was just the consistency in everybody's runs just kind of made it tough. And of course, no matter how great the runs are, everybody can have a fantastic run. When the scores are these consistent, somebody has to be last. Somebody has to be down there. So it's not a score to scoff at. 8.226 is amazing. But unfortunately, all the other competitors scored a little bit higher. But not to take away from anybody, everybody had a great outing. But going back to Black Pearl and Steel Titan, getting 10 points in qualifying, 10 points in racing, 8 in best trick, and 6 in freestyle for an overall event total of 34 points. Megalodon right behind him with 28, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Lucas Stabilizer behind them with 26 points. So pretty close, pretty consistent. And to wrap it all up, we have Black Pearl on top with 39 points, Megalodon in second with 28, Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Lucas Stabilizer tied for third with 26, Brutus in fifth with 23rd, Son of a Digger in sixth with 21, Monster Mutt in seventh with 20, Higher Education in eighth with 17, Gravedigger the Legend in ninth with 16, and El Toro Loco in 10th place with 9 points. So starting off the season pretty well. Everybody had a great outing, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. It is going to be a crazy one. There's going to be a lot of back and forths, of course, I know, and I'm really looking forward to it. And really looking forward to the beginning of Tour Violet, which starts today. I say today, even though I'm recording this the day before, but starts today at 4 p.m. Central Time, qualifying for Stop 1 of Tour Violet. It's going to be a great one. We have some notable names, some returning names, as well as some newcomers. We'll go ahead and go through that lineup real quick. We have Nova Strider in Crush Station, newcomer to the series. Arcanine 59 in Dragon, no stranger to the series at all, as well as the next three drivers I'm going to name here: the Camera 9785 in Zombie, Flames Plays in Pirate's Curse, and Daniel San Diego Murray in Northern Nightmare. Those three returning names to the channel. Kind of Fluffy and Gravedigger, a newcomer to the channel. MMJ Producer and Alien Invasion, no stranger to the channel at all. Toucan Plays and Avenger. Toucan, again, thank you so much for joining the league. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Matt. You joined his league as well, so be sure to check Matt Johnson out, Heavy Metal Monsters, also on YouTube. His series is going to be starting soon. But again, huge shout out to Toucan, another rookie and another new name to the channel. I'm looking forward to see what he has in store for us this season. Boji in Jurassic Attack, a returning face after being in season 3 of the Steel Titans 2 series. Ant 99, a newcomer in Velociraptor. Riley Strider, another newcomer in Blue Thunder. And then finally Matt Johnson in Maximum Destruction, a newcomer to a series, but no stranger to the channel and to the community. Matt Johnson, again, Heavy Metal Monsters. Be sure to check him out on YouTube. His series, his Showdown League, should be starting here pretty soon, so be sure to check him out and show him some love when you get a chance. But that just about wraps up everything for the Showdown League. Again, huge moment now that we are starting and getting into the swing of things. Hopefully there's no further delays, and I can definitely have these videos continue. I know I've had at least 4 or 5 other people come up to me, or I say come up to me, but like comment or message to me saying, hey, I want to join the league. How do I join? What do I need to do? And unfortunately, we're at the beginning. It's like an 11-week long process. So hopefully that y'all are still interested and still want to stick around at the end of the season to join for season 2, if there will be season 2. I hope there is. We'll see what the reaction is and what everybody thinks, and we'll go from there. I know there's been a lot of talk to bring the Steel Titans League back, and I'd love to do that as well. But then I do have some other projects in the works right now that I really want to get going. So we'll see what happens. I got a lot on my mind, but there's only so much I can do to really get it out there to you guys. So other news for the Showdown League, and I'm going to look this up really quick on YouTube if I can. Hopefully my words aren't faster than my thoughts here, whatever the saying is. Anyways, so for there's never really been a kind of like prize or anything for winning these series, like the Steel Titans League and all that, and like the Diecast Showdown. There's really been nothing for that. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with this guy. He does amazing stuff. Preston Vieira, and I really hope I pronounced that right. Preston Vieira with the Rigs of Rods semi-realistic point series. This guy, the videos that he puts out and the amount of effort he puts into the channel, into the videos, into the commentary, into the editing, the tracks, the trucks, the drivers, the guests. I mean, this dude puts so much effort in his channel and in his series, and I just, hats off to you, dude. He does an amazing job. Be sure to show him some love. Again, RORSRPS. I'm just can't talk right now. But that's kind of the shorter version of his league name, but be sure to check him out. But the reason I bring him up is because he gave me a fantastic idea, and I say he gave me, really, I saw his video and I was like, you know what, I want to do that. But what he did for his winners is he got them medals and like wrestling belts for World Finals Championships and like tour wins and stuff like that, which I probably won't do the belts because he did say they were like $300 a piece. And I'm sorry, I cannot do that, but I can definitely do medals. So I was thinking that maybe for the winners of Tour Blue, the winner of Tour Blue and the winner of Tour Violet, they can get a medal, a special medal with their truck name, or their truck, their name, their stats throughout the year, and on their Tour Blue winner, Tour Violet winner, whatever it is, and then come World Finals, have the same thing. So have a medal for the Last Chance Qualifier winner, Fastest Qualifier, Racing winner, Best Trick winner, and Freestyle winner. And something I really want to kind of test out and see, and kind of asked on the server, and some people seemed pretty cool about it. There are a few international people on the tours and in the league, so I would have to figure out international shipping, but whatever, I'll figure it out one way or another. But definitely something I want to look into some more, and want to know what your guys' thoughts are. I think it'd be pretty cool. So instead of just bragging rights and saying, oh, I won, Project Rod's league, you actually have something to show, like, look, this is what I got. And it's a medal. It's not like the biggest thing in the world, but I feel like it's pretty cool, and definitely just a cool little prize to get for winning the league or getting a World Finals Championship or whatever it may be. I'm also considering, and I'm saying considering, I really am going to do it most likely, but my spring t-shirts, I believe is what it is. I don't really have many on there, but what I'm thinking is I'm thinking about making tour specific shirts. So one for Tour Blue, one for Tour Violet, just to get the name of the league out there. But also, if you're interested, you can get one as well, and maybe putting like the drivers' names on the back for each tour and whatnot. So definitely something I'm going to try to look into soon and get all that designed to get that out there. And again, if you're interested, definitely feel free to get one. It would mean a lot, and it would help a lot. But speaking of prizes and leagues and future things that I want to do, well, before I get into that, let me kind of backtrack a bit and talk about something else really quick. I went to Monster Jam show this weekend. I went to the Houston show, show 1, on February 1st. I couldn't make it out to the Sunday show. I usually never can, but hopefully I can change that going forward. But it was a fantastic show. Went to the pit party, got there a little late. I only got to meet 3 drivers. I got to meet my boo, Cynthia Gauthier. Got her autograph, got a picture with her. She is awesome. She's like the sweetest. And I didn't really talk much. I'm a very awkward person. It's easy to be behind a monitor, behind a mic, where nobody can see me and just yap all day long. But once I'm in person, I'm like, I forget the English language and I forget what to even say and what words are. So I had a little conversation with her, but she was really cool. She was really chill. Again, got a picture with her, got her autograph. It was great. Got to meet Jim Kohler again. Love Jim Kohler. I've met him. This is like the third time I've met him, and just outright awesome guy. He brought out the dark green, old school Avenger body, or I say old school Avenger body, but like the old original like dark green Avenger paint scheme, and I absolutely loved it. I let him know, dude, this is awesome. I love it. I love the old school sense of it. And he was like, oh man, I appreciate it. Like, thank you so much. And it was fantastic. And then I got to meet Chris Kohler. I missed him the last time in October. I believe he was driving the Rod Ryan Show truck at that point, but now he was here in Mayhem. I got to see the truck up close. It is a beautiful truck, and I just absolutely love it. And I got to meet him and talk to him for a little bit. Told him, dude, I love the truck. The community loves the truck, and he was just so grateful about it. And it was just awesome. Again, I only got to meet 3 drivers. By the time I finished talking to Chris, they started shutting everybody off. I was going to try to go to Armando next because Armando was next to Chris. But again, they started cutting everybody off. So I just went around, took a few pictures of the trucks, and then just kind of hung out until the show started. And it was a great show. The introductions came out. Unfortunately, Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy, something happened. I forget what it was. I think they said it was like a fuel pump or something. So he immediately, boom, in the intros was out. So they took him out. He didn't make it back for racing. Racing was great. Gravedigger almost flipped over in the first turn. And I believe that was really the only truck that really almost flipped over. And everybody else kind of stayed put, if I recall right. But it was Jurassic Attack who got the racing win, and well deserved. He beat Armando Castro and El Toro Loco in the championship round, and it was a super close race. It was a fantastic race. Both of those guys, really looking forward to what they have in the future. Dalton Widener, got to see him and meet him last October in Houston. Super nice guy, super chill. Got his autograph, got a picture with him, and that dude is just the coolest dude to talk to. And again, he's starting to become one of my favorite drivers, and definitely one of my favorite trucks to see. Armando Castro, I'd like to meet him, but he seems pretty cool, and he seems to really show off what he has, at least here in the Stadium Series. So looking forward to his future as well. Moving on to skills, it was Thunder Roars with the win. It was a pretty great win. I have the video posted up on my YouTube channel of his winning run, and it was pretty great. It was the popper into a nose wheelie, started bringing it backwards, comboed it with a wheelie, gave it a little too much. It was probably accidental. Gave it a little too much. He ended up rotating backwards and then saving the truck. And then after that, it was just another popper into a nose wheelie moonwalk, whatever it was. And it was great. I mean, it was a great save. Got the crowd all excited, and overall, it was a fantastic outcome for skills for him. Rod Ryan Show unfortunately did not compete. I believe during racing he blew his engine or something, and then he just didn't come back for the rest of the night. Camden Murphy fortunately made it out. I believe he made it out late, but he ended up getting like 4th place or something. I don't really think anybody. Oh, Megalodon. That is also on my Instagram and on YouTube. I believe it's on YouTube. But Megalodon, dude, this guy with Kevin Crocker, or Kevin something or other, dude. This dude went to the container and went for the what do they call it when Gravedigger does it? A tombstone, maximum moonwalk when Max D does it, whatever. He backed up into the backflip container to pop it up on the 2 front tires. Dude gave it too much. Tried saving it, couldn't do it. I gassed it to get it down on all 4s and just went straight to the barrier. Like, dudes, it was crazy, and it was funny. And I'm sure those people that were sitting there were probably scared out of their mind and probably felt all that vibration when that truck hit. So that one definitely stood out. He was the first truck out and just drove straight into the wall, and it was pretty funny. But moving on to freestyle, there was a lot of amazing freestyle runs. Right off the bat, Classroom Crusher came out and immediately got taken out. I mean, he did 1 lap around the track and then just boom, dead. Again, Rod Ryan Show, blown engine, couldn't make it out after racing. Megalodon, a crazy crash. Mayhem, he had a great run. I feel like he got underscored. He got a 7.833. Should have been at least high 8s, maybe almost 9. It was a great run. Gravedigger got hit by that stupid rule. He did a backflip. He had like a minute left in the run, more like maybe like 50 seconds left in the run. Hit a backflip and had an awkward bounce that hit that container, and then they shut him off, and that was it. And that happened to Cynthia and Lucas Stabilizer, and then it happened to somebody else on the opposite side doing the backflip on the other side. Happened to them as well, and it's just a ridiculous rule. They put the ramp the container so close to the backflip ramp, and it's like it's an accidental bounce. They can't control where the truck is going to bounce. So I feel like it's unfair. It's one thing if you drive straight into it, like you could have easily avoided it, but you're doing a backflip and you're awkwardly bouncing towards the container, and that's just not fair. That's not right, in my opinion, and that's really a rule they need to look into, because that's not fair. And a lot of people agreed. A lot of people were upset about that. Thunder Roars put out a pretty good run. Somewhere in the middle of that run, something went wrong. Something kind of snapped, and it just the truck wasn't working the way he needed it to. But he did end it with some crazy cyclones, which was awesome, because I love seeing it. It's not a move you see all the time. Same thing as slap wheelies. It's something that's kind of rare nowadays. Everybody goes for the more modern moves. So it was great to see that. It was a great run. Got an 8.833 here in his hometown of Houston, Texas. Jurassic Attack Dalton Widener, don't get me started. 8.925. This dude got underscored. He went out after Cynthia in Lucas Stabilizer. She put on an amazing run. It was great. Definitely deserved the score she got, but Dalton came out after her, and honestly, the momentum this guy carried, and the air and the moves and the combos, this guy definitely deserved to take the lead, but he didn't. Fan judging definitely screwed this guy over. So that really sucked, and he was so pumped when he got out of the truck. I mean, he was yelling and waving his arms and banging his chest. Like, this dude, he felt like he was on top of the world, and I'm sure he thought he took the lead, but no, the fan judging just killed it all. I did hear Tampa was playing with professional judges and fan judges, so hopefully that's something that they do for all the future shows. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that is the case. And if not, then Monster Jam do better. But again, he definitely deserved a higher score than that. El Toro Loco 8.8 or 8.982 was in fourth place, excuse me. And I don't remember much of his run. I really don't. Nothing really stuck out to me that I can think of. Again, Lucas Stabilizer had an amazing run, a great save. Again, I do remember that backflip where, I mean, there was maybe like 10 seconds left in her run where she got that awkward bounce and hit the container, and they shut her off. Whatever, stupid rule. She had a fantastic run. Definitely deserved that score. Zombie, I don't know. I felt like he had a great run, but not that great. So he did get second place with a 9.188. But Avenger and Jim Kohler, 9.244 was the winner. He came out and killed it. Absolutely killed it. And just crazy momentum all the way around. Just a Jim Kohler crazy freestyle. And wrapping it up with hitting the ski jump on the side and getting a backflip, and that just ending his freestyle run. And it was great. It was different. It was unique. And he definitely deserved the win. And I loved how everybody, after they announced him the winner, just came out with water bottles and were just drenching the dude as if it was back in World Finals when he's jumping into the fountain. It was fantastic. And I loved it. It was awesome. So huge congratulations to Jim Kohler and Avenger for getting that win. And it was great to see. And then at the end of it all, El Toro Loco and Armando Castro was your overall event champion with 31 points. Jurassic Attack in second with 29, and Thunder Roars in third with 27. So that wraps up Saturday's Monster Jam freestyle or Monster Jam competition in Houston. I didn't go to the Sunday show. It looks like it was a pretty good show. Zombie defeated Classroom Crusher in the racing finals. El Toro Loco got the skills challenge win with an 8.904. Gravedigger getting the freestyle win with a 9.532. But look at that, Avenger right behind him with a 9.389. And then at the end of it all, it was Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy being the overall event champion with 30 points. So great show all the way around. I will be going to the February 8th show this Saturday. I did get a suite this time around for the first time ever, so I will be in a Monster Jam suite this Saturday. So hopefully we'll see how it goes. I hope I enjoy it. It's going to be the same lineup as it was this week. So I don't think I'll be going to this pit party unless something comes up and I am able to make it. But I do have some things I have to do prior to the show that I really need to take care of before. So I'll probably just make it for the show, and that's about it. But still looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting some videos and all that stuff, and hopefully meeting some of you. Unfortunately, this time around I didn't get to meet anybody. But you know, I saw on Instagram everybody was kind of dispersed going to different shows. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we cross paths with anybody when we get there. But that's it for any kind of Monster Jam news that I have for now. I'm actually on the homepage now looking for anything that I can see, but nothing too crazy sticking out. I can go through all the results, but I don't think you guys really want to hear that. So we'll move on to the next topic at hand, which is the upcoming series for the Diecast League that I have coming up and I have planned. And looking forward to that one as well. This time around, there will be a prize, but it will work as a point series. Still working out the points, still working out the rules and the exact points everybody gets and all that stuff, and how like World Finals are going to work and Last Chance Qualifier. But basically, it's going to be 2 tours or 2 leagues. I'm going to have a YouTube league and a Discord league. Obviously, all the uploads are going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be 16 trucks in each one. You can only sign up in one, so if you're in the YouTube league, you can't be in Discord, and vice versa. You have to choose one or the other. And at the end of it all, the people with the most points are going to move on to the World Finals automatically, and then the bottom X amount of trucks will have to race for a Last Chance Qualifier, which, now that I think about it, it might be like a double elimination type race or something. I don't know, just something to make it a little more interesting. And I want to make it different from everybody else, but I guess not too different, not too complicated. That's something that's easy to follow. But I am looking forward to that. I have been getting new diecast trucks to fill that bracket and to make it a little more interesting. Like, I just got the overcharged Gravedigger in the mail the other day, and then just today I got the let me see, actually I have it right here. I don't know if you can hear the bag. You probably can, but it's the Megalodon. Is it overcharged as well? No, Street Treat Megalodon, the red one. Just picked that one up today from Walmart. I got lucky and just happened to see it. It was literally right in front of my face, and I just missed it. And luckily I happened to look down right at the last second, and I happened to catch it. So just got that one, as well as some others. I got some of those newer mud trucks as well, and some of the new Marvel trucks. So gonna try to get a good lineup going. But really, the whole takeaway from this, aside from trying to get the rules together and all that, and we're in February, so I'm hoping by March maybe I have everything ready and I can get signups going and all that. But really, the main takeaway from this is, I was saying for the Showdown League, I do want to do some kind of prizes or something, and I'm going to do the medals. But for the Diecast League, I'm thinking maybe doing something like some kind of gift card or something for the winner. So if you get first place in World Finals, there really isn't multiple competitions. It's just going to be a racing winner. But I don't know, maybe I can do something for the, see, this is what I mean, where I'm trying to figure out the rules as well, because there's obviously going to be a Discord league winner and a YouTube league winner, so maybe they can get like smaller gift cards or something. But like the main World Finals winner, the main champion, they'll get like a $20 or $25 gift card to like Amazon or something. I don't know. It's not like an amazing reward. It's not, oh my god, like just the most fantastic thing ever. It's just, something as simple as a gift card. But like, if you think about it, it's kind of if you win, it's kind of like a free gift card. You just signed up and got lucky, I guess. But yeah, just something to make it fun, something to make it a little more interesting, and just something free for everybody to kind of just a nice little reward at the end of it all. So let me know what you guys think on that and what you guys would like to see. I'm also trying to think up some good track designs and everything to keep it from being kind of boring, kind of lackluster, and the same thing every single time. But yeah, as of now, that's pretty much all I have in store against Showdown League Tour Violet, starting today. Qualifying will air today at 4 p.m. Central Time. It will be a premiere. I can't talk. It'll be a premiere. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to everybody's comments during the live premiere and everything. And other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. Hopefully next week it'll be a little more better and I can really get into it again. I haven't done the Rodcast in like 2 months, but I am looking forward to doing it again, doing it weekly. And I do plan on revamping the questions for the signups. So if you've done the Rodcast already, I'd love to have you back again, but I would like to have people who haven't done it yet. So if you haven't done it and you're interested, please let me know. I am going to rework the questions because the questions before did work around the Steel Titans 2 league. So I'll kind of change that up a bit. That way it kind of corresponds more so to the Showdown League, or really just anything current in general. But I am going to switch those questions up. I do have a special guest who said they were interested in being on the Rodcast that I am looking forward to having. I won't say anything yet. I do want to get some special questions for this specific person ready before I get them on the show. So be on the lookout for that. And other than that, that's pretty much it. And I do have a question of the day, if you will. And it didn't really come to me as a question of the day, but it just happened to be commented on one of my videos, my Colt Stevens Thunder Roarus winning skills video, and it comes from Flames Plays, and he asks, what do you think about the new tracks and how the officials are starting to let trucks drive with broken parts or flat tires? So personally, the new tracks are good. It's definitely a nice break away from the typical tracks that we're using. I was really getting tired of the old ones because I felt like they just weren't changing at all. So it's nice to see something fresh. However, my biggest beef right now with the current track, at least the one I saw in Houston, is that there isn't much room for them to do bicycles or really get like some good wheelies going. So when I was walking the track on the pit party, I could tell that everything was really kind of cluttered together. And then especially whenever I got up in the stands, everything's just so close, and there isn't much room for them to do bicycles or really much ramps for them to do bicycles. It seems like all the jumps and all the obstacles are kind of geared more to doing like poppers and nose wheelies and moonwalks, and like that's cool and all, but when you see a truck or 12 trucks doing moonwalks and poppers back to back to back to back to back, it gets really boring. And I just like the variation of being able to do bicycles and comboing them into moonwalks or something, just something different. And it's really hard because even when they do get a bicycle going with this new track, like Cynthia tried to do one, and Chris Kohler tried to do one, Jim tried to do one, I believe Megalodon tried to do one. Anybody that tried to do one, they just immediately, like the second they got on two tires, they immediately ran into an obstacle. And they don't really have much room to expand when it comes to that. I'm loving the air. I'm loving the huge air that some of these jumps are getting, but it's just, you're kind of taken away from the bicycle, and it seems like everything's kind of cluttered. So everyone just kind of has to be mindful of where they land and whatnot. So great tracks. I love to see the variation, but I feel like it's just a little too cluttered for my taste, but we'll see. I don't know. Again, I'm a sucker for the original tracks with the crushed cars and everything, and it was different every single weekend and all that. That's what I really truly loved. So I doubt we'll ever go that far back, but I don't know. Hopefully, maybe they can implement it somehow with dirt. I don't know. We'll see. But it's great. And then as for the officials kind of letting the trucks run loose a little bit. I was just saying about the whole backflip thing and running into the container. Again, it's not their fault. They're getting an awkward bounce. So for them to shut them off for that, I think it's stupid. I think it's BS. But the fact that, like, I saw racing today, or racing for Houston show 2, and like Avenger had a flat tire, racing Thunder Roarus, and they just let him go. They let him finish the entire, like, he got a flat tire at the beginning of the race, like first turn, tire was flat. And they let him race the entire race with a flat tire. And it's like they wouldn't do that any other time. So that was definitely interesting. Again, Thunder Roarus in show 1 broke something, and they still let him go in freestyle and still do a cyclone. So I think it's great. I think it's a great step forward. But where they're being lax there, they're kind of being more strict in other areas, like with the container. Again, that was just such a stupid thing. And I just can't get over it because it cuts so many runs short, and it's like, it's not their fault. They're not willingly crashing into these barriers. They're getting an awkward bounce and hitting it with something that they just can't control. So again, loving how it's getting a little more lax, but like, do it across the board or kind of change that up a little bit. If it's accidental, I feel like you should let it be. And if it looks like they could have very easily avoided it, then okay, fine, shut them off, whatever, that's on them. But when it's something like that they can't control, I mean, come on, let them go. Like, don't be so strict about it. Just, I don't know, whatever. It's falling on deaf ears, I'm sure at this point. So, and not really related to the question, but in terms of Tampa with the professional judges, I really hope that's something that kind of follows suit, and that they do at every show, because these fan judges are not the best, and it would be great to have a professional set of judges on the sidelines, kind of helping them out and influencing the scores a little more. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. That's it for the first show. I said I was going to keep it short, and I am at 34 minutes right now, at least at time of me looking over here. Maybe shorter, maybe longer, I don't know. But I'm going to end this with asking you guys the same thing. What do you guys think about the new tracks and about the officials being more lax in certain areas? And what would you like to see? Let me know down below in the comments here on YouTube or on Spotify. I think you can leave comments. I don't know. If not, just message me or check me out on my Discord channel. And before I leave, I'm going to insert a W plug here. Be better with W Energy. Use code Project Rodrod to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. Again, Beach and Peach is my personal favorite, as well as Galaxy Grenade. If you're unsure, just try the sampler pack. It comes with a shaker cup and like 2 or 3 samplers for like $15-16. Again, if you use that code Project Rodrod, you receive 10% off of that. So you save a little bit of money off of that, and you help out the channel a little bit. So be sure to check them out. W.GG for W Energy. And again, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. Until next week, enjoy the series, enjoy the Showdown League, enjoy any Monster Jam shows going on. And yeah, I'll see you then. So I'm Project Rodrod, and I'll see you in the next one.